News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, police and school officials react to a bomb threat.
And locals are getting ready early for a Halloween safe night. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell, Unette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Law enforcement arrest a reported prankster following a terrorist threat. It's Tuesday, August 20th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry.
Well, a teen has been arrested by police. School officials received a bomb threat yesterday.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they have arrested one juvenile in connection with yesterday's bomb threat at Pahrump Valley High School. On Monday, August 19th, Nye County School District officials reported that there was an individual who reported that there was a bomb somewhere on the school grounds. The Nye County Sheriff's Office bomb detection units did not find any evidence of a bomb anywhere on campus. During an interview with the juvenile who reported the bomb threat, they say that the juvenile admitted that in fact he had made a false claim in order to see the reaction to a bomb threat. The juvenile was taken into custody by deputies and transported to juvenile probation. The Sheriff's Office says that the Nye County School District staff and students were then safe to return to school.
And the Board of County Commissioners discuss a marijuana facility and an application for a renewal during their last meeting.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, discussion was had regarding an appeal of decision made by the Regional Planning Committee to affirm a decision of zoning administrator that the Planning Department is unable to process applications for an extension of time and reconsideration of conditions of approval related to special use permits for marijuana cultivation and production due to the applicant failing to apply for an extension of time prior to the expiration of the special use permit and the zoning of the property having reverted to the neighborhood commercial zone, which does not allow marijuana facilities, located at 6041 South Hafen Ranch Road. The meeting begins with Commissioner Koenig speaking about the item and how they voted to reverse the RPC's decision. He also talks about 5 questions that are in the backup. The first question was, by reversing the decision of the RPC, does that mean the Board of County Commissioners determined that the special use permit in the zone change in fact did not expire, to which Koenig states is not true.
Second question was, what happens with the current new SUP and zone change application filed by Mr. Sibley? Those are on our next agenda item for the 20th. We have the option of leaving them there and acting on them, or allowing him to go back to his original request for an extension of time on the zoning. It doesn't really matter. The easiest thing to do is leave them there and vote on them at the next meeting that we have. We've returned his money from the initial problem, and he's paid for these new ones, so out of pocket, he's fine. The third question is Sibley required to resubmit the applications for the extension time and reconsider it? He's already done that. Fourth question is, what happens to the pending applications? Are they just withdrawn with no action taken? Is Sibley required to withdraw? Again, my opinion is we leave them there and we act on them instead of trying to retroactively go back and redo everything that got messed up. Question number 5, or alternatively, did the Board of County Commissioners actually simply allow for the extension of time and reconsideration of considerations of the SUP to be submitted for processing with no decision made as to the status of expiration on the SUPs and the zone change? That is the one that I believe we did. I have spoken with some legal experts also, and they agree with me. So,
Nye County Director of Planning, Brett Wagner, makes a comment before the item ends.
From what I'm understanding, it's ultimately up to the applicant. He can either choose to proceed on with the new applications for new SUPs, which he has submitted and paid for and are in the process, the board's going to hear next meeting, or he could ask to have those withdrawn and resubmit for the extensions of time, which I don't see the benefit there for him.
That's correct. I just don't see us trying to do that paperwork because we'll get it messed up and it won't end up on the agenda next time, and it'll be September or October before he can maybe open his door if he ever gets his fences built. So, any further discussion on this?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm the chairman.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. How quickly we forget.
Yes. Is there any more discussion on this, commissioners? I hear none. Is there any public comment that needs to be made? Seeing none, then I'm going to hand this back. Oh, I'm going to hand this back over to the chair. He can't stand it. There you go. It's all yours.
All right, we'll be right back here at KPVM, where we like to say that stands for keeping Pahrump and all of our area viewers in mind. See you after the break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Welcome back. Well, a property in Tonopah reported as a nuisance was up for discussion during the last Board of County Commissioner meeting.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, discussion was had regarding a nuisance complaint at 5 Warrior Road in Tonopah. The complaint speaks of various junk scattered around the property, a rodent problem that's accompanied by a foul odor, and they are concerned about dangerous people living nearby, as Hubert Newberry, the alleged nuisance in question, allowed someone who was charged with murdering their father-in-law and throwing them in a mine shaft to live on the property as a tenant. They also state that there are no proper utility hookups for living or waste disposal. In the backup, there are 2 options. One, to direct the district attorney to notify the person responsible for the nuisance to abate said nuisance as set forth in the complaint received by the county clerk, and determine and specify a reasonable time for the person to abate said nuisance, and direct the DA to bring legal proceedings for abatement of the nuisance if the one responsible fails to comply. Commissioner Wickman makes a motion to follow the second suggestion, which is to direct the clerk to set a public hearing no less than 30 days or more than 40 days subsequent to the filing of the complaint. In the backup, it states that should the board opt for public hearing, it would need to be scheduled the week of August 26th through August 30th, 2019 to meet the time requirements.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion, public comment? All those in favor say aye.
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 And in today's financial news, Angela Miles is discussing the stability of the food services industry.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, most business economists believe the U.S. is heading toward a recession. The National Association for Business Economics reports 72% of economists predict a recession by the end of 2021. 38% forecast a recession will happen next year. More than 200 economists were questioned. The restaurant industry is a bright spot in the economy. The National Restaurant Association projects that dining out sales will reach a high of $863 billion. That is up 3.6% from a year ago. California utility company PG&E might be on the hook for damages related to the Tubbs fire in 2017. A judge is allowing a jury trial. Shares of PG&E plunged in heavy trading on Monday.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, I know in these temperatures, everyone's thinking about going to Death Valley National Park. Well, the standard entrance fee will be waived this Sunday, August 25th. The fee waiver is being done to encourage people to visit the national park on the National Park Service's 103rd birthday. Sunday's temperatures are likely to be above 115 degrees at Badwater, but will be in the low 90s at higher elevations such as Dante's View.
And also in California, the Golden Gate Bridge is being outfitted with a barrier to save the lives of those thinking of committing suicide who might attempt to jump into the water below.
Kevin Hines, who now publicly speaks about his decision to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge years ago, is now seeing his dream to have a safety net installed along the bridge to catch or deter those who are suffering and would like to end their life at the historic landmark. Hines spoke at Pahrump Valley High School in 2017 as residents here in our town were mourning losing several teens due to suicide. Hines is one of the few jumpers that actually survived the leap off the bridge. He credits a sea lion for saving his life in September of 2000. Hines says that he regretted his decision the minute he jumped. He said he decided at that point that he wanted to live. He fell about 240 feet in just 4 seconds, traveling over 75 miles per hour. He crashed feet first into the waters below, crushing his spinal vertebrae and breaking an ankle, but he survived. Hines helps suicidal people he has met in one-on-one situations, through social media, and at his speeches. He has helped save numerous lives. Since it was erected in 1937, more than 1,700 people are estimated to have jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, and just 25 are known to have survived. The suicide barrier is estimated to be completed by 2021 at a cost of $211 million.
All right, well, we've got much more local news right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Well, this Saturday night is a Democratic fundraising dinner happening at the Pahrump Nugget.
Okay, it's our Roosevelt Kennedy fundraising dinner for the Nye County Democrats. It's at the Nugget. The doors will be open at 5 o'clock. Everyone is invited.
Whether you're a Democrat or not, right?
Right. And we will also have special guests, great food, and the Silver Tappers will be there entertaining us, and we also have a live DJ.
Are you going to have some candidates from the Democratic Party attending?
Not really. They will have literature on the outside of the banquet room. I think we have 6 tables with 12 people with some literature about the candidates that are running. I think the only candidate we will have there is Stephen Horsford, and he's our main speaker. Well, we've got the silent auction, we've got the Silver Tappers, and we have a live DJ. The doors open at 5. The Tappers will start do 6 to 6:30, and then after that we will start having speakers and the silent auctions in between each speaker. If you want tickets ahead of time, you can contact me. My phone number is 775-727-9685. They are at the door. They're $65 per person, $120 a couple, and $500 for a table of 8.
And this money goes to raise funds for the Democratic Party?
Yes, and also we also do a little community work, not a lot because our budget is, but we will be, do some things for the community. They can contact me, and then I will give them info on how to get on our Facebook and our website where they can get all the info from it. But our meetings are the third Thursday of every month at Comstock at 6 o'clock. This Saturday, the 24th, at the Nugget. Come on by, and no particular dress. I will be the Statue of Liberty for half the night. There you go.
And Darby O'Donnell from Quality Signs is inviting the public to get involved in the upcoming Safe Night Trunk or Treat that they're hosting on Halloween night at their location on Highway 160.
Okay, so we're holding a trunk or treat on Halloween. It's going to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our parking lot. We're at 1201 South Highway 160. We're directly across the street from Saddle Rest. We're neighbors with Big 5 Sporting Goods. So we're looking for businesses or groups to go and get involved. There is no registration fees. The only thing we're requesting is that you decorate your trunk and that you provide enough candy to give out for about 2 hours. We actually are going to be using about 25 spaces in our parking lot. And then there is a big lot that is over next to us that there's parking. There's also parking up the street. We just wanted to go and give back to the community. That's given a lot to us, and we wanted to provide a safe alternative for trick-or-treating, make it a little safe zone. If you want to reserve spots, please do so. You can give me a call at 775-537-5575, or you can email me, which is preferred, at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at qualitysignsnv.com. If you do not want to go and do a trunk, like you don't have the time or you think it's a good thing and you want to go and help with it, we're accepting candy donation. Unopened candy bags. You can donate it, you can just drop it by.
Let's go to Josh Osborne with today's Great Computer Deals Tech Tip.
Reporting from my man cave, it's Josh from Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial.
Windows Apps Part 1. If you're running one of the newer versions of Windows, you probably noticed by now that your start menu looks way different. Now, instead of just having a list of programs like Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop, you're now seeing a whole new section of these colorful tiles. Well, these color boxes are called apps, which is simply short for applications. And in the same way that you can download apps on your iPhone or Android tablet, you now have access to hundreds of thousands of apps using a regular Windows 10 based desktop or laptop computer. For an example of why you might want some of these apps, stay tuned for part 2 of our video.
Still need help? Come to our store where you'll find low prices and friendly faces. We're located at 1190 East Highway 372, or call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, it's time for us to take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at our current conditions. Look at that picturesque view. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, but there might be heat warnings and warnings about those temperatures continuing to rise, especially for southern Nye County. We'll take a closer look at your forecast when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
All right, our surrounding areas in Las Vegas today, 106, the low is 77. Death Valley, 113, 81 is your low. Amargosa, 103, 67 tonight. Beatty, 98, 63. Goldfield, 89, 55. Same for Tonopah. Carson City, 92, 55. Fallon, 95, 58. And Fernley, 94. Your low tonight, 59. Today's highs, 102, sunny skies with the winds out of the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour. Humidity at 9% and sunrise 6:06 this morning. Tonight, clear skies with the low of 71, winds out of the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour, humidity at 11% and sunset 7:27. And we're going to look at your 7-day forecast, but we're just going to go right to announcements right now. So,
and the Taco Fest will be October 12th in the Calvada Eye, and we need contestants. We need participants to get involved. So please send your information to vendor applications and sales at qualitysignsnv.com, or you can call 775-537-5575 to request your application.
And that is going to benefit the Star Optimist and Sleep in Heaven and Peace. Once again, definitely get in touch with Quality Signs to do that. Also, you can go on the Pahrump Taco Fest Facebook page.
That's right,
Pretty fun, huh?
Fellow foodies, get involved.
I know you're going to be there.
Oh, definitely. Love tacos.
And remember, this Saturday, and I hope you're going to be there, is the food drive at Walmart for KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. We're going to be out there. We want people to help volunteer, and of course, we want you to donate to the VFW Food Bank and the Food for Thought program.
Ah, excellent. And the neighborhood cleanup will be happening on August 31st from 9 until noon. And we're looking for as many volunteers as possible for those few hours, including anyone who might have a truck or trailer to help clean up, help with shopping carts. And again, we'll meet at 9 a.m. at the Bob Roode Community Center on the corner of Basin and Highway 160. So give us a call, 775-727-9400, extension 201, or you can go to the Neighborhood Cleanup Facebook page.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Get involved in all these really important things.
Yes,
and we're going to be out there cleaning up the town in time for Fall Festival.
Yes.
That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.